penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's Luck now on 2nd down. He'll set up the screen to Drake. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. On the give, this is Drake. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Now they'll run it on the toss. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a 2nd time.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Ohio, here we go.
Now they try the right side here. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lewis. And the Dolphins have got it. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them. Big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
Drake will start the drive on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. On 2nd down, here's Luck. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Luck. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. 12 yards on the return that time, and the Lions will take over. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Now the former fourth-round pick, it's Cannon Balazs. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Ohio! 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 Ohio!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And complete to Lewis over the middle. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs.
Come on, let's go! Try 38!
They'll drop the throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. And he is the NFC reigning offensive player of the week. You got to think, all the guys that take the field each and every week, that's not an easy award. Always has to feel good to grab it.
It has to feel great because it separates you, at least for a week, amongst your peers. And for him to separate again, he has to have the same type of a game. That means being explosive off the line of scrimmage and catching everything that comes his way. That'll be a gain of 15 yards. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. And they'll run it here. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And an alley to run. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Flex round! Flex round! Cut!
Now on first down, he'll drop the throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Let's go!
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Olivier Vernon able to drop him for a loss of 4. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
The Lions into the red zone for the first time. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end.
Ohio! Ohio!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Lions are in for 6. Prater for the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
And out come the Dolphins now. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Luck. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. On first down, Drake. And an alley to run. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
To throw on second down is Luck. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one goes for 24 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yards.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Kenyon Drake, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Gostkowski the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Lions now. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things out.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Fighting through. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Flex round! Flex round!
Back to throw. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he gets this one down to the 24. That goes for a gain of 31.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
He'll look to throw, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. As his guys are in for 6, and the Lions are in for 6. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they? When they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown, and this one they help force another incompletion.
Escaping the pressure right. And this will be caught at the 30. A big play there for the Dolphins, and even 40 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Luck on 1st down. Looking for Stills here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed a big hit for a loss. He'll drop to throw. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down. This quarterback now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep. And got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Ohio! Ohio!
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. That's Lewis. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. They'll set up to throw. Steps away to his left. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Come on, let's go! One.
Now back to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Miami Dolphins. Versus 0-3. Will current form hold? We'll find out as we're off in Week 4. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, Locke being chased out left. Space to maneuver at the 40. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Andrew Luck, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. Well, you want to talk about making something out of nothing. Boy, he did that right there. What an incredible run.
Obviously a pass play, and he couldn't find anyone open downfield. But sometimes the receivers just run those defenders off, and it creates a wide open space.
Now Stephen Gostkowski on for the extra point. The score 7-0. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Back to throw here. Dancing to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. So now here come the Dolphins. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Now it's Love. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
Third and long. It's Locke. He's got a man. Complete. A big gain of 31 on third down.
As far as I'm concerned, Andrew Luck can do it all. I mean, he's an underrated runner, toughness in the pocket, strong and stout. But let's face it, the money, that comes from his arm.
And smart. Valedictorian of his high school class in Houston. Then he goes to Stanford. He's got it all. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
From the gun, here's Locke. Buying time to his left. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down.
Like the footwork back there, and I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. From the gun on third down, Luck flushed out right. And he finds Stills, complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff for Drake. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Here's Luck now on 2nd down, eluding the pressure right. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it.
12.
They snap it to Locke. Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught. He's got his running back downfield. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. On 1st and goal, Drake. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
He'll get it up the middle. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Luck on the sneak. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
There are certain drives in a game where anything less than a touchdown that caps it feels like an absolute disappointment. This is one of those drives.
They converted once earlier on this opening drive, but now comes a big test. 4th and goal. They'll run. It's Drake. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Kenyon Drake, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. Well, there was no secret there. They were in goal line formation. They wanted to pound it in on 4th and goal, and they did just that.
And how about the challenge? That's a challenge to the offensive line, which they eagerly accept. Haven't met a lineman yet that doesn't want to run the ball more than throw it because they get to fire out and really smack someone. And, boy, they got it done. I'm sure they were encouraging them on the sideline. Let's go, and let's run the ball as well. And they put it in for 6.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early. Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. A big play there for Detroit. 67 yards.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or 2 in the middle of the field. If you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, you start to get those guys creeping up, wanting to make plays on the football. It's the equivalent of a changeup in baseball. You show your other stuff, throw the changeup, and on that play, it worked for big yardage.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Lions able to get this back within a touchdown. Extra point good by Prater. And that'll make our score 14-7. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
On first down, it's Love. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That's caught inside the 20. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. It's a big play there for Miami. 47 yards. So after the big play, look at this. All the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Again to Drake running left. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Drake. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go.
And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins add on to their lead.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on third and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Throw left side complete. That's short. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
A nice performance last week. Recognized as NFC Player of the Week after going over 100 yards rushing. I just love the vision. I love the wiggle he has. I also love the power when he ends his runs.
That's what impressed me. Yes, there was some elusiveness last week. A couple times he just ran over guys. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Back to throw now on 1st down. He's going to let this one go deep. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They're going to look to throw. Forced out to his left. Finds a seam inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 38.
Ohio! Flex round!
They'll look to throw here. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, 2nd down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Now he's going to go up top over the middle. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the throwing football.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll drop to throw. And he comes back with one complete. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down. Two minutes to play here in the 1st half. We'll come back to Miami after this. They'll set up a throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to go up top for the end zone. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. in for the score. And the Lions have got it back to a one-score game.
Well, that's what I call an answer right there. They gave up a sack on the previous play. How about what they did to finish things off, turning it right back around?
That's the response, and that O-line feels a lot better now, don't they?
Yeah, without a doubt, because give up the sack on the previous play, that just hurts those guys because they never want to see their guy get hit.
Prater for the extra point, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
And an alley to run. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
On second down, here's Locke. Hunter Henry brings it in. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a first down throw. Locke. Flush to his right. He's going to let this go deep. And this is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Lions. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you...
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
They'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Cordray Tankersley, the one who got a hand in there, knocked it away.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Here's Sam Martin now, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's taken it around the 40. And they're running right through it. So a change of possession here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And likely just out of field goal range. Could be Hail Mary time.
And haven't we seen in recent years that the Hail Mary seems to be more successful in the NFL than before?
Absolutely we have. It's caught. Stills right side. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. So the two teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on top. This fielded at the 2. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy. because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A first down screen pass, good for 5.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Lewis has the first down and then some. Caught right side. It's Lewis. He was over 100 receiving last week. He's over 100 now this week as he's got a first down as well. They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to air one out. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Lions able to get this back within a touchdown. Now Prater to add the PAT. Extra point good by Prater. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They'll start the drive with Drake. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They stay on the ground with Drake. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. Up 4th down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it. How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good. So they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Now they'll run it on the toss. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Looking to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's short. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Throw left side, complete. That's short. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal. He's going to get it running right. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to third and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. In for the score. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Prater for the extra point. And we are all tied at 28. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in.
He's got daylight. 20, 10, and oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there for the Dolphins. 73 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation. Now Love. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Touchdown! A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Dolphins have broken our tie as they take the lead. Didn't have anything downfield, swung it out to the flat. He did the rest.
Such a staple of so many offenses we see now. You know, in our discussions with offense coordinators, how many times do they tell us, hey, this offense is designed for either a touchdown or a check down. We saw the check down on that play, and boy, was it successful.
We saw a touchdown, too. And Detroit getting set to go now. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. No gain on the play there. Second down. They're down here in the third quarter, trying to get something going. Going to the outside there didn't work out, though.
Yeah, and from the cheap seats and from where you and I are sitting, we did pay a pretty good price to get in here, right? You often wonder to yourself, why do you make that type of a call? That one went for no gain. But I think this offense thinks to itself, if we keep running these plays, eventually something may pop. It just didn't on that one.
Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's first and 10. They'll look to throw now on first down. Flushed out right. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Cooper again the target, and now it's second down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Flex round! Flex round!
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again. Olivier Vernon in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
This will be taken at the 10. And that negates a pretty decent punt return.
And the goal is to gain a first down.
Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They'll get it to Drake, running left. A strong running. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Right back to Drake. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On 1st down, Luck. He sets to fire deep. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. That's 3 touchdown passes now for Andrew Luck. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. Gostkowski the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Partner, we always talked about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Running, it's Drake. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. They'll run to Drake, and he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so, and one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal. The handoff to the right side. It's Drake. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And Gostkowski's kick is good. So 5 yards for running into. Lucky it wasn't 15 for roughing.
No doubt about it, because they protect the kickers and the guys holding the ball almost as much as they protect quarterbacks in the pocket. They don't want those types of injuries.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
He'll look to throw. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it, or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Now back to throw. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And his throw is incomplete. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
He really turned it loose, didn't he? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
He'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's short, and he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick. But instead it falls down incomplete. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. They'll set up to throw. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's third and goal. They got to have 6 here. It's third and goal. They're going to look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead. Prater on to add the extra point. And that'll set him back 5. Now Prater to add the PAT. Extra point good by Prater. And that will get him one closer. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Checking the NFL scoreboard there in the 4th now in Minneapolis. That one has really opened up. The Vikings have just scored again. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
The Dolphins on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7.
12.
Out of the gun, Luck. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Taken right about the 40. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Lions have got it back to a one-score game. Prater for the extra point. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. So they got their touchdown. Now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And the Dolphins are going to recover. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And on the ground they go with a running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 6 yards on the pickup. And just like that, it's 3rd down. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter. Do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers, running a quick slant or something like that.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle